Lunch that will benefit you in many ways. During Power Lunch, you would have an opportunity to participate in a club or other enriching experiences. You will also have an opportunity to make up missed work, pull up grades, and to be tutored depending on your needs. Power Lunch is designed just for your success. We are serious about the new initiative, so we expect you to be where you are assigned at all times. Because I am responsible for you and your whereabouts, I expect you to follow the rules, or we will have to make other choices for you. Now, thank a teacher today for working to put Power Lunch together just for you.
Hey Button High School students, this is Miss Carter here, and today I would like to talk to you about Power Lunch. I'm sure you're really excited. All of us are excited here at school, and you may be wondering what it is. And it's sort of a hybrid period that goes along with your regular lunchtime that allows you to do some really great things. And so here are some of the benefits of Power Lunch. First of all, we are hoping, of course we're teachers, we're hoping that you're going to have better grades. We want our students to be the best in the county, the best in the state, the best in the nation. So our first goal is to get better grades for everybody. Another way that it benefits you is it gives you time for tutoring and makeup work that's built into the school day. So we know not everybody has a ride, and so we're hoping these two things are sort of connected together, that if you can make up your work when you're absent, if you can get tutoring when you don't understand, that your grades will be better. For you, one of the important things is when you have all your ducks in a row and you're doing great, you're going to have a chance to do extracurricular things even if you don't have a ride. So we're going to have clubs and other things I'll talk about in a minute that are really going to make this exciting for you. Also, and this is a big one for everybody, longer lunch. No more scarfing down your sandwich in 5 minutes after you've stood in the long lunch line. Now you're going to have 40 minutes to eat your lunch and talk to your friends. And we think this is a great part of Power Lunch. So let's just talk about the schedule. This is the easiest way that we can present it to you. You're going to have a handbook that's going to present all of this in greater detail, but as an overview, we'll have, just like always, first, second, and third block. But instead of going to lunch in third block like you've been doing in the past, after third block ends, we're going to have 2 Power Lunch block periods, Power A and Power B. Here are the times when they happen. If your last name is A through LAT, that means you are assigned to Power Lunch A, and you have to go to lunch during that time. If your last name is LAU through Z, that means you have Power Lunch B, and you have to go to lunch during that time. After lunch ends, after both blocks end, we'll just go to fourth period like we always do. Things you might want to know. Class periods on this schedule are going to be a little shorter, so first, second, third, and fourth periods will be 80 minutes instead of 90 minutes. Also, the lunch periods, as I already mentioned, are a lot longer, 40 minutes. Class changes are a little shorter, 5 minutes instead of 6, but we feel like it's a good sacrifice. Let's talk about the rules. As you may have suspected, all Button High School rules still apply. So that means anything that's in the handbook that you can't do now, you still can't do it during Power Lunch. The other thing is, all of the bring your own device rules also still apply. So that means that when you're out and about on campus doing things, you can't really have your phones out. That may be a disappointment, but we feel like that's the best decision. However, if you are doing something educational with your teacher, just like in the classroom now, and you've registered your device, you can still use it. Once you report to a location, you have to stay there. So you have to go to your assigned lunch when it's assigned, and unless you have some special permission from a teacher. And once you get to where you're going, whether it's a club or the gym or tutoring, you have to stay there for the whole 40 minutes. So you can't leave and go somewhere else if you change your mind. You have to make a commitment for the day. As I've already said, whatever assigned lunch you have to go to lunch during that time. And that's not to be mean. That's because we can only serve so many students in the cafeteria at one time, so we've got to divide you up in a way that's equal and fair. So please go to your assigned lunch when it's assigned. Now we need to talk about what is really the most important part of Power Lunch. I know you probably don't feel that way, but as a teacher I have to say this is the part I'm most excited about. If you have a class average of less than 70, you are going to automatically be assigned tutoring for that class. No way out of it. You have to do it. Also, even if you have above a 70, if your teacher feels like you need special help in some certain area, or you need some extra boost in your class, maybe you're not doing as well as you could be doing, your teacher has the power to assign tutoring to you at any time. So you kind of got to accept that. Tutoring is our main priority here. This is a school after all. If you don't go to tutoring, if it's assigned to you and you don't go, then you're going to have to make it up. So you're not going to get out of it. It's still going to exist. And not only will that happen, you're also going to get a lunch detention. And here's the thing about Power Lunch. As amazing as it is, if you get lunch detention for Power Lunch, that's a really long time to have to sit and be quiet. So the best thing to do is just go to tutoring when you need to go. Hopefully, if you're making up your work and you're excited about Power Lunch, you won't even have to go to tutoring. That's what we hope. We hope everybody's going to have super great grades. Let me also say, if you need to go to tutoring, don't wait till it's assigned. If you know you have makeup work that's going to bring your grade down, take care of that in advance, and then you won't have to worry about this part. Now on to the fun. So let's say you've got all your tutoring under control, your grades are amazing, you're just really excited about Power Lunch because you realized, I've done everything I need to do, now I get to pick where I want to go. Well, here are your choices. If you want to, you can go to the media center and sit at the tables in the library if you want to read, or you can go to the computer lab and do homework, maybe work on your senior project. This is a great time for that. You can check into the media center for any of those things. Maybe you love to play sports. The awesome thing is the gym's going to be open during Power Lunch. So you can go down there, and I think there are going to be 6 spaces for all different kinds of sports to be happening. The only thing is there's limited space. So when you kind of figure out that's what you want to do, you've got to really kind of plan in advance and make sure you get a spot to play sports. The other thing that's great is clubs. And what you're going to find in your Power Lunch handbook is a whole list of clubs offered by teachers. And we're just getting this started, so the coolest thing is we're still taking suggestions. If you can think of something you love to do, you and your friends want to do, then just let us know, and we'll try to make sure there's a teacher that can sponsor that for you, because we want places for you to go and things for you to do that you want to do, because we really want to reward you for doing well and keeping your grades up. The last thing is in your Power Lunch handbook, at the very end, you're going to find a contract page. And what that really is it's outlining all these guidelines, everything you need to know and do to be a responsible member or participator in Power Lunch. And so if you will, before you leave today, ask your homeroom teacher if you have questions. Make sure you get that cleared up if you don't understand something, and sign it and say that you agree and that you're going to participate. I'm excited. I hope you are. And again, ask any teacher if you have questions. We really want this to work and be a success for our school. Thanks, guys.